Hello, this is Kerri from Razor Sharp Crafts, and I'm really late sharing this project. I needed to do a video so I can get it in the mail. I've had it done for a while. It's just been sitting on my shelf. Those of you that followed my tutorial on my old Graphic 45 Old Curiosity Shop mini album. And at some point during it, I spoke of making a memory box as well for my grandmother, and that is what I'm going to share with you. Now this box is really big, so check out my blog. I've been really bad lately about putting stuff on it, but I'm trying to get better, I promise. But check it out, razorsharpcrafts.blogspot.com. There's some, if you're a YouTube follower of mine, there are some projects on there that I just never videoed because I wasn't really videoing projects at the time. So if you swing on over there, you can check some stuff out. And if there's anything you see that you're like, oh wow, how did she do that? Just shoot me a message and ask, and I'll try to get a video tutorial going for you. Because I'm loving doing these videos now that I got my new camera set up. So, okay, let's get to this. Now this is really big, like I was saying. Zoom out. There, see, you can't even get all the detail. Because I have to be so far out to see the whole thing. This is 11 1/8. It's weird, I don't remember it being 11 1/8 when I cut it. By 11 1/8. Oh yes, I did. Because the box is 11 by 11. And then this is 1/8 of an inch bigger so that it closes down. It doesn't fall in. Okay, sorry. Like I say, it's been a long time since I made this. Alright. So, my grandmother's favorite color is purple. Well, one of her favorite colors. And then she likes denim blue. So let's zoom in on parts of this and we'll just do it that way. So okay, let's start with right here. This is a crocheted doily. Sorry for saying so much, guys. I'm a really bad public speaker. Okay. So this is a crocheted doily. My mom actually made me, hold on, a whole bunch of them when I was in the States. I stayed with her for like almost a month, and she's a really fast crocheter, so she made up a whole bunch of them for me while we were like sitting and visiting. Or she bought my boys a little tiny kiddie pool and put it out in, part of her yard is fenced off and we call it the dog's yard, and it's like, so that way she can just open the door and let the dogs out. She doesn't have to walk them, because she does have one dog that'll run away. And so we put it in the dog's yard so we could like sit on the steps or just inside at the table and watch them play in the little kiddie pool. And so she'd sit and crochet while watching them play in the kiddie pool. It was cute. But anyway, so that's one of them, the doilies that she crocheted for me. And then these are actually, they're little mini wooden spools. And my grandmother actually gave these to me while I was in the States visiting her when we were in Ohio. She has like this whole great big basket full of them, and all I did was ask her where she got them because I wanted to go buy some, and she just started giving me a bunch of them. So, and she had already wrapped some thread on some of them, so I picked out two that are like a denim blue and put on there. And then this is just a little glass mosaic tile. I have a whole bag of them. I bought them at, okay, which one was it? Oh, I've got the bag closed shut, but there's a whole bunch of them in there, and they're black and white. And I got them at Michael's. Yeah, it was Michael's that we got those. So, when I was in the States, because Michael's needs to get up to date and get an online store, because I would love to order stuff from them. So, moving on. This is a wooden embellishment, and I painted it with, right here, Sapphire on Ice, the Luminart Silks acrylic glazes. And that's the main part of the body, is that color. And then just to kind of outline the wing right there, I used a little bit of the teal Zychron, however you say that word. And then the beak, no, I think the beak was done in spicy tomato. Pretty sure. No, I'm lying. Maybe it was sunflower. I don't honestly remember. I'm sorry. Could have been ginger peach too. It may have been ginger because that looks, yeah, that kind of looks like it matches. So I would say it was the ginger peach, as I've already now dug out all my silks so that I could find it. And then I just put a little purple gemstone in the eye. And this is actually a hole in the embellishment. I just backed it with a piece of pink cardstock. Okay, and the whole background, I used some really pretty purple pattern paper. As you could actually see the pattern in the sides of it. But then what I did is I used, I think it's called Butterflies in Flight. Hold on a second. Okay. Got it. Alright. It is Mini Flutterby, and it's by the Crafter's Workshop, and then it's just the 6x6, and I'm telling you the 12x12 would have been better, because it would have covered the whole thing, could have sprayed it all at once, because one of the reasons that I needed to cover this whole big area was it got really dark right there because it got sprayed twice, because it's the overspray. I was trying to cover it with paper towels so that I was only spraying the 6x6, but y'all know how that goes. The towel slips at the last second and boom, you're all messed up. So anyways, I used, it was Lindy's Stamp Gang, and it was right there. Danny Zuko's Denim was the spray that I used on that one. So, and I just did the whole entire cover, just the cover like that. And then this is a Recollections bling that I had. I think I got it in a rack at one point, but it was something that I had on hand, and it was purples and pinks, so I was like, yeah, we gotta use that. So, and okay, so for this, underneath this is just a paper doily, and I painted it with Shimmers. The company's name is Shimmers, and this brand of paint is called Shimmers, and I know you really can't see the name on there. There we go. And then this one specifically is Ultramarine. And I'm almost out of it, and I think this was one of the ones that just recently got discontinued, which is really gonna suck because I love this color. But yeah, these little shimmer paint pots are awesome, and a little bit goes a long way. So I think that's why they're so small. You don't need a lot. And so I painted the doily with it. And like you can see, I mean, there's a lot. Maybe you can't see it. Maybe, I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up or not, but there is a lot of shimmers going on back there. Okay, and then this is a Prima flower that I just had in my stash. I think it's really old because I'm not sure if it was supposed to be like that or not, but the edges were like a yellowish color, like almost like it was just getting too old type thing. I'm not sure. But what I did instead though to make, and then all these are just some paper flowers that I bought from Lizzie Jose's. She's got a Zibbit store. I found her on Facebook is how I found her. But what I used on it, oh, right here, are Shimmers Frost and Shimmers Sparkle. I used both of them, like the whole entire bottles. Like these are actually empty. I just saved them because I thought maybe I could use them, rinse them out and use them as mini misters. So I saved them because I like to hoard stuff like that, you know. And now I'm knocking over all my perfect pearls, so I'm making a good mess. So I just sprayed the heck out of them, and just sprayed and sprayed and sprayed, and that kind of brought the Prima flower back to life and made it prettier. And then I sprayed all the flowers with their little leaves, and then I just used a paintbrush handle, the end of the handle, and twirl these around, as you see that done in a lot of different videos, so that's where I learned to do it. And then up in this corner is just a crocheted flower. And I didn't make it, and my mom didn't make it. Although I imagine she probably could. I was just kind of looking to see, like, its layers. But anyway, so I got this in a rack, and I sprayed it with the same sprays that I sprayed these flowers with to just give it a little shimmer. And then over here, what I did was there was a perfect butterfly from the mask. So I took my purple pen. I don't think I have them up here. Yes, I do still. They're just G-Tech C. They're a type of an artist pen, but they're like a low brand, like a low quality one, I think, because they're just Pilot. But they have like a really thin tip. Let's see, they're a 0.4. But the point is really fine. So I just used it to outline that butterfly. Now had I had these, I just got these in the mail today. And these are the Slickies. And they have an extremely fine point. And they're a 0.25 point. So that would have been a little better. But oh well, it turned out great, I think. I just outlined every little aspect of it and made it stand out for an embellishment in that corner. Okay, and then on the front, this is another wooden embellishment. And I painted this one with silk, with the Silk's acrylic glaze as well. And the flowers are boysenberry. And then the leaves are olive vine. And then the hands, I actually used a couple different combinations of the flesh tone colored Faber-Castell Big Pit Artist Big Brush pens to get that color. I mean, they were a wood color, so they're already pretty close, but I just kind of colored them a little bit with a couple of the flesh tone markers, or maybe it was just one of them. And then I just used a deep red on the thumbnail to give it a little bit of color. And then the whole thing, let's zoom out a little more. I wrapped the box with the purple lace. Oh, look at that. Alright, she'll have to put it against the wall. I didn't realize it wasn't lined up. Oh, it looks like it's fallen down a little bit. I'll have to peel it up and try to fix it. Because it looks like it's fallen down some, because it's not even, the tape is up here. The tape's high. So I did that all the way around, all four sides. And then all four, I'm only going to show this one corner, but all four corners have the Tim Holtz ornate feet things. And I colored them with Purple Twilight alcohol ink. So that's how I got them to be purple as well. Okay. And see, I had to get all my silks out. And then the inside I just left pretty plain. There's no embellishments or anything. But it's the pink version of the purple paper that's on the outside. And I just lined every part of it with that. And the box itself is just made with a medium, I guess you'd call it a medium weight chipboard. It's the same chipboard I use for like all of my projects, so I think it's medium weight because I've had heavier and I've had lighter. So that is what I made for my grandma. And now I just gotta get it packed up into a box, and hopefully it'll make it to her safely without anything breaking on it. And here is the wonderful mini album. I know they don't match, but it wasn't made to. She wanted the box for some other stuff that she's got, but when I ship it, I'm going to just pack this into here so that way the box won't collapse and the album will be safe. And then I just have to wrap this up real good, because my only fear is the legs falling off, because I had to attach those using the wonderful E6000, and I'd hate for her to have to go buy E6000 just to reattach a leg. But if she did, she could always just give it to me the next time I'm home. No, just kidding. But anyways, so that was the mini album that I made for her. Or not the mini, well, that is the mini album I made for her. But that's the memory box that I made for her. Sorry, we're actually getting sun in Germany, and I have a window like right there. So it's starting to come in on me. So there you have it. If you have any questions on how I did anything or anything like that, then just feel free to throw a comment down below and ask. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.